Hey everyone, it's Right Click. I am a top 500 Mercy main, and today we are going to be doing some educational content. We're going to be reviewing one of my viewers' games and
Platinum.
to teach them how to get better at Mercy. And this is something I like to do for my community because it's something I feel very confident about, and I feel like I'm able to teach other people about this. And I enjoy it. It's one of my favorite things about content creation. Uh, is to like give back and like teach other people because I had to learn all by myself. I only solo queue. I never really consumed like a lot of Mercy tutorial or educational content when I first started playing, and I still don't really, to be honest. But I've been playing this game for a very long time. I peaked rank 25, which was actually #1 Mercy in North America. So that was very cool. And this season we ended up actually getting to rank 2 again, which was really cool because there's no Mercies in top 150. But anyway, I think we can just like dive in. I'm gonna really quickly talk about just some like expectations for this video quickly to just like set some ground rules on like what's gonna happen, what you can expect. I think this content will be really good for someone who is like genuinely trying to improve at Mercy. Not everything in this video is going to be flashy. The editing is going to be very raw. Like I don't have time to honestly like edit videos super flashy and like whatever. So if you are genuinely trying to learn, I think this is a great video for you. If you are trying to be like massively entertained, maybe not the right video because this is going to be like very educational. So if you are stuck in a rank that you feel like you don't deserve, or you know, you're like new to playing Overwatch or new to playing Mercy, like I think this will be really, really helpful for you because I think I'm pretty good at coaching other people, and I've had good results where like on average after I do a VOD review for someone, people have told me they climb like an average of 8 ranks, which is really exciting. So it would be going from like bronze 5 to silver 2 or something like that. So feel free to strap in, listen up, and we're gonna dive into this. Before we get started though, I'm just going to quickly explain and quick plug for like how you could get one of these for yourself as well. So there's like 2 ways, and I'll link all this information in the description below. So I have a doc that just kind of goes over this. So over my gameplay review processes, there's like 2. One, you can either pay. It's like $20 on my coffee here, and there's some like additional add-ons, and you can get a better rate too if you like purchase more. And there's also a free one, which is what the vast majority of people do. So you don't have to pay. I just offer a paid option if people don't want to wait. Okay, wait, this is actually outdated. Whoops. I literally just noticed that. Ignore that. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'll fix this later. But it's like, actually I fixed it now. Or wait, did I? Okay, technical difficulties. Anyways, this is old, but you can also earn it for free just by watching my stream on Twitch, which is where I do most of my content creation, and I play Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Oh, it literally says here from 6:30 to 10:30 p.m. Pacific time. And basically all you do then is you'll like go to my Twitch and you just redeem your 50,000 channel points, which will probably take like a couple or a few months to earn, and then send some info in Discord and I'll review it for you. And that's like how it's working for this exact one we're doing right now. This person redeemed oh wait, actually I think this person might have paid. I'm literally lying, sorry. I think this person did pay, but the vast majority, like 99% of mine, are free. Okay, and I'll link this info on how you can get one for yourself if you enjoy this content in the bio. And yeah, this is where you would go. This is the coffee. If you want to pay, you would just click on my services and it'll pop up, give you an idea of what you'll be getting, why you should trust me, what you can expect, and just instructions on how to do it. And then you just pay down here. Like I said, if you want to buy, you can buy a package of 3. And if you want them live, you can do them live too. This is an offline one, so I'm doing a recording and I'll post it on YouTube later. Great. And yeah, most people really enjoy it. So I hope you guys are strapped in and ready to enjoy the video. And by the end, we will leave with a note sheet too for the person who, you know, requested this with all the tips I recommend. I sorted it into 3 categories. There's the keep doing this category, which is all about like things that they're doing well and I want to see them continue to do. Stop doing this, so things that they like actively should like think about stop doing, and then start doing this is things that they like have not been doing that I think they can incorporate more. And I do it this way because I think it helps, like, this is what you're doing well, this is what you need to like your things that you do that are like hurting you or bring or like holding you back, and then things that you have not started to do or things you're lacking in doing that like I want to see more of. And I think doing it this way can be really helpful for someone. So and yeah, this is just where this is my stream. You would just redeem the points down here in the rewards section. You just like click in the chat and then it's here. Okay, great. So today we're gonna be reviewing a VOD for Toki. Toki is a Plat 4 Mercy player, and their in-game name this game is Yuzo. I've already got the VOD open, and they said, in the second half of the VOD, I struggled with Genji/Sombra diving me, and I made some terrible mistakes, just trying to res and get my team back up, but felt I should have healed my tanks a bit more. Okay, great. I just made it full screen, I forgot. Whoops. Okay, so let's dive in, and we've also got our notes ready here to take for Toki. In just a little bit, we're going to go over keep doing this, stop doing this, and start doing this as we're taking notes so that Toki has things to work on and people following can also learn from this. Okay, so let's go over to Overwatch. Yuzo right here. Okay, cute skin. Smack those tables. That's right, and I'm cold, so I got this on today. Okay, let's see what your comp ends up being. Skip ahead a little bit.
Ready for battle.
Oh, okay, this is a 6v6 one. Interesting. Okay, so
5, 4,
I will do my best to give general advice. I haven't really played a ton of 6v6, but a lot of the Mercy stuff still applies. I would imagine... Oh,
the payload.
okay, this is an interesting dynamic you have going on. So you have 3 supports. I think you can probably spend a lot of your time pocketing, trying to push damage boost on like Ashe specifically, and then you can even swap over to like Illari and like Sigma when he throws his orbs, and then look to damage boost Ram when he punches, and then Kiri's probably going to need to do a lot of healing. But we'll just see how this plays out. 6v6 is a little bit more like chaotic. In 5v5 you would like, what I would say is maybe a little bit different. I don't even know like what's a really good comp in 6v6. I'll just give you good tips in general. So I like that you're playing behind natural cover as much as you can. I like that you're looking out to help your team, keeping an eye out so far. Can't really do a ton there. Ooh, okay, not a ton happening so far. We're just kind of existing. Yeah, I mean, not much you can really do so far. You're just healing. I would like look to swap over to Ashe at this point. They're doing a lot of pocketing the tanks, but we should be looking to try to enable Ashe, especially in 6v6. Mercy's like, in my opinion, much worse in 6v6, and if you are going to play her in 6v6, you like need to push a lot of damage boost, because the healing's just not as good. So I would make sure you're pocketing Ashe, because you're spending a lot of time healing the tanks, or like when Kiri probably isn't able to get much charge off. Like, it's just probably better to help Ashe. Ashe seems to be getting owned though, to be fair, but okay, Bastion, I would like pocket the Bastion, especially when he's using his turret mode, and yeah, definitely enable him. But I nice, okay, good. Love that you're pocketing the turret. It's like Bastion's one of the easiest to know when to pocket because you just basically like damage boost him when he uses his turret. Nice, okay, great job. You do a really good job of like never playing in the enemy's vision, which is good. No one's pushing cart though. Okay, nice. I like that you notice that as well, so that's important because this game is all it is about pushing cart or stopping cart from being pushed. I like that you switched to Kiri. I know she died anyway, but good. You're doing a really good job.
There's much for you to do. Let the Kitsune guide you.
Nice. You're playing very, very good with your positioning.
Boosting your damage.
Nice job. I would go back and like help them if you can. Like being with the Ramacha right now is doing nothing. Okay, great job. I mean, overall, I don't have a ton of advice other than I do think at the start of the game you probably could have played with Ashe a bit more. Yeah, just because you have also like 3 supports, you're not like needing to heal the tanks all the time. Like right now, like you should probably still be with Bastion, I would say. I think you're, yeah, sitting on the tank too much. I know I said you can damage with Sigma's orbs, but I would like recommend doing those more as like something you do when, if you can like time the cadence properly. So you can like damage boost when he goes, or whatever he does. Oh wait, that was a really risky res. Okay, hold on. Let's back up really quick. It's right here. Love that you're helping Alari. Love that we're healing. I love that you see you can go for this res. But I think instead of doing it here, so you're resing right in front of Ana and Sigma. I personally don't know what abilities they have. I think the better play. Oh, so I was gonna tell you I think that you should res over here, but interestingly they did have Sombra, but I still think, I don't know. Have they had Sombra for a while? Like I didn't even realize personally, but I'm also just kind of focused on you. But I think this was like a pretty risky res to go for. Let's like watch it one more time. In particular, the reason I'm saying that is because you're standing right in front of Ana and Sigma, which both have abilities that can cancel your res and like basically kill you instantly. The sleep and the rock. Right here. I think I'm a little surprised you get this off because I think in higher ranks, I think they will probably kill you for doing this. There's not really like a ton of movement going on either, so I think it's just like, I'm still a little bit surprised you don't just get hacked. But ends up working out. I would have recommended, I know we didn't know Sombra's here, so just, this is kind of like, it might have actually been worse in this particular moment, but in like 99% of games where there's not an invisible Sombra, I think like it would have been better if you came up to grab this res and then pulled it behind the cart here to deny vision of the 2 targets that we knew were there that could punish you. Like you didn't know Sombra was over here either, I don't think. So basically what I'm telling you is like 99% of the time, I think a better way to go about this res is to come grab it and then pull it behind the cart. So let's back up. Three res. Wait. Wait, did I miss? What happened? Oh no, okay, it's coming up. So right here, I would like to see you, instead of resing right in front of their face, like, can you see how it could be better to fly over here and then res behind the cart? Because you're gonna deny Ana sleep dart on you, and you're gonna deny rock as well. And if they push you, you can actually pull it over here. This is within 5 meters. You can see like the same distance. So you could pull it around this cart, or if you get scared, you can just stop. Sometimes I'll just stop. I don't want to risk breaking it, or you can go towards it a little bit. So if they start pushing you around this way, you can go up a little bit and come over here. Like just deny the vision. You should always try to use natural cover, which is why I'm highlighting this. It may have like accidentally worked out because for some reason Sombra doesn't hack you. I don't know if she doesn't have hack. Like I'm not sure what
Enemy turret here.
happened there, but I don't really know what happened there. But it might have been you shield danced a little bit and it canceled the hack. I don't even know. She wasn't even really like going for it. So I don't know if she was lagging or what, but I hope that's a good tip. Like, try to use the natural cover as much as possible. And the best way to go about this is to proactively like think ahead to yourself, like, okay, there's an Ana and a Sigma. So that means they have abilities that can cancel my res, right? Like, I want you to be thinking like, so like, what is the significance of the heroes being alive? So we assessed it's Ana and Sigma. Then what? Well, Ana has a sleep dart that can cancel me. Sigma has a rock that can cancel me. So then the next logical step, so we like assessed who's there, thought about like analyze like what their heroes do, and then choose to take a proactive like approach of rezzing behind like the cart instead of rezzing in front of their face, right? So that's the type of logic I want you to try to like always think about. So it's not just this situation I'm talking about. Anytime you're like Velk rezzing, assess, like analyze like what you're seeing, and then decide like, okay, because it's Winston, I can just res in his face, right? Because Winston, unless he is ult, like he can't really interrupt my res, right? Versus if it was Sombra, like you wouldn't want to res right in front of Sombra. If it's Lucio, you don't want to res right in front of Lucio typically. Till boop, and like his boop got stronger and it like boops you further now. So I'm trying to think of another example. Like if it's Mercy, you can just res right in front of Mercy on the enemy team, right? So try to be mindful about that. No res, unfortunately, because we don't have it. I think you have a bit of like an over reliance on pocketing. Nice kill, great job on beaming like a tank. To be honest, I feel like I rarely say that anymore because I actually, what the hell, was he floating there? I rarely feel like I see this anymore. Say this anymore because I actually feel like a lot of people overly pocket now in Overwatch 2. I think you do a lot, or like too much healing on tank, or like too much beaming tank. I would much rather see you prioritize like a lower HP target, like your DPS or your support, over a tank. And then just swap to tank when tank needs help. Like just try to slip in healing onto tank when tank needs help, but keep your beam just as a default on like Bastion, I would say. It's just a lot better. Yeah, I think if I were you, I would try to prioritize like squishy targets over tank. Just as a general, like if we're just letting our beam sit on someone, like don't usually put it on a tank, I would say. Especially something like Sigma. Sigma's something where like if you can swap the beam on when he's throwing his orbs just to damage boost, like boom boom, and then swap to someone else and then swap back, boom boom. Like that can be good if you can get the cadence right to be super efficient with your damage boost. But I feel what I'm seeing, just to be super clear, is you're sitting on him when there's like better pocket targets and he's like full HP. Like I would, nice res. Oh, that was a really big Sigma ult. Not much you can do there. That was like a 4-man Sigma ult, I think. In a little bit we'll stop and take our first notes, probably after this round. Bastion's emoting. Cute. Wait, love that you took chain boost. I think chain boost is very, very good. It just like, it's just so much stronger than normal damage boost. Because you get like the impact on 2. Yeah, I mean, not much you could do there. I kind of wish you would have tried to help a little bit more to get like, try to just at least get a pick by enabling your team to kill at least like one of them ideally before. So like, even though you're losing the fight, it can be really helpful to stay like in the fight and just die with everyone else versus how do you say, versus just like running away. You kind of need to judge it. That one, I don't know. Like, most likely nothing was gonna come out of that, so I'm not like too bummed that you just like ran away from the fight. But I think as a general rule, like the more you can give yourself a chance of like getting a pick or like winning the fight or something, the better you will do as you play hundreds of games, right? Like you will like look for more opportunities and like take advantage of more opportunities that present themselves if you like put yourself in positions or put your team in positions
Heroes never die.
to take advantage of them. Yeah, here's another example. I kind of think you're like ignoring your Bastion a little bit too much. This is fine, but I think we need to...
Good work.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe it was a little bit unlucky. But I do wish you would like focus your beam a little bit more on Bastion, which I know is maybe crazy coming from me because I talk all the time about how it's very important. Nice kill. Great kill. I talk about how it's important to be like healing a lot on Mercy, like trying to slip in heals when you can. But I do think you like are over-indexing on putting a beam on the tank. Oh, the soldier's just standing in your back line. He's still not dying. Oh wow, this is a crazy res. I'm impressed you get it, but like I think it's really good that you got that, but also it's crazy their soldier has been just standing in your back line for like a minute. One thing you can maybe do is like ping him, or like I don't even know if you knew the soldier was back there. He was like kind of harassing your Lari, so one thing you could have done is like turn around and or like literally look to the side and like ping him a ton so that your team pays attention, or get on the mic and tell them, hey guys, wake up, you guys, we gotta heal a soldier. Okay, let's take notes. Like you do a great job of playing far back in your team and like not like needlessly peeking the enemy team. So you do an excellent job. I think you do a better job than I do. Period. End of story. But I do think one like con of this is I do think sometimes you're not like always in the fight with your team. But anyways, you do a great job of like avoiding taking unnecessary damage. One thing I would like to see you stop doing is like don't res in front of targets in like open space. Wait, don't res in open space in front of targets that can like punish you in CCU. So for example, on second attack, you res right in front of Ana and Sigma and Velk, and there's not a ton of like movement to avoid their like damage / CC abilities. Like on a sleep dart, Sigma rock. I would rather see you like one assess who is like near the res on the end, to analyze like what heroes that they are on, and like if possible what abilities they have already used / like still have yet to use. And 3, like I need some other word that starts with A to make this like, was it assonance or whatever? Or wait, I don't even know if that made sense. Never mind, just ignore me, you guys. I haven't been in like a high school English class for 10 years. But I think assess, analyze, and then like proactively like decide the best course of action to like get the res off, which often is like resing behind natural cover, like the payload, to deny like vision of you, but stay within like the res radius of the soul. Okay, and then was there anything else I talked about? Oh yes, stop. Don't, or like, how do I put this? Start like prioritizing your beam sitting like idly on your like primary damage boost target versus like sitting on the tank. It's like really important to heal a lot on Mercy, but I think you are like over indexing on supporting your tanks instead of like supporting your like DPS and other supports. Um which I which is likely like reducing your like windows of opportunity to get picks on the enemy team, since your like damage boost value on tank, on like tanks Sigma for example, are like lower than a DPS like Ashe for example. It's good to like slip in healing onto tanks when they start taking damage, but I would recommend once everyone is like full HP and you can slash like safe, you can go back to enabling a DPS or like healing support. Let's just say enabling a DPS. That's better. Okay. Great. I think that's pretty much everything so far. Let's jump back into the game. I'll take some after. And as always, if anyone has any questions, feel free to just leave a question in the comments once the video's, or like whenever you want, and I'll answer it. I go through all the comments.
Ready for battle.
Stick together. Let me take
So let's skip
enhanced
ahead.
signal strength.
So we've got, this time, we have totally different comp. So it's Sojourn. I would sound Sojourn pretty much most of the time, except for like right now, pocketing Junkrat would be really good because Junk is going to spam mines, or like mines, like little grenades over here. So that can be advantageous to like start off with. But then I would go back to pocketing Sojourn as much as possible and healing when you can. You'll need to heal a little bit more this time because you have 2 supports instead of... I like that you're using natural cover. Oh my gosh. Yeah, make sure you heal hazard. Oh wow. I think she got hooked. I would not go for this res. I would just like help hazard as much as possible. Doing a good job again of playing behind natural cover and not taking extra damage here. Oh, well, that's kind of his fault. He probably should have just backed up a little bit. Oh wow, your diva's still out of mech. I didn't even know she was alive. I don't know where she was. I guess just hiding and trying to get mech back. That's rough. Your Kiri really needs to Suzu that. I don't know if she didn't have Suzu. Or she needs to like support you there, but yeah, a little bit rough. Basically kind of what I think happened was once your other tank got demeched, I think your hazard probably needed to back up a little bit, which, and just like give them some space, because what ended up happening was you could have just like lost the fight right there and all of you could have just backed up and then taken a second fight once everyone was back and like you guys had stopped, like had recovered as a team. But what ended up happening was your hazard kind of staggered there. So if you can kind of like prompt your tanks to... Oh, nice kill, great job. Nice res. Nice job, like, standing on the high ground there and then baiting the hack. And then once the hacks start going off on you, you're able to drop. So you're able to use gravity as like almost like a movement mechanism to make it harder to hit you, which was really smart. And that's a common thing to do on not just, well, okay, you really need to heal Kiri there. You kind of just let her die. Junk was like, I think full HP. Kiri was taking damage and just like not being healed.
Let the kitsune go.
I think you need to like, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Right here, like I see she's taking damage, but I think you're just looking at Junkrat. Like we're just not aware she's even dying. I'm not saying you necessarily would have saved her, but I think, yeah, you need to like stop her from dying there. Or like, again, a lot of the advice I'm gonna give you is not necessarily like in this particular situation it would have worked. It's just like the right play there is to like try to get the beam on Kiri as soon as possible. Oh wow. They're mad at you or something. Or maybe they're just a weirdo. Like they might just be weird.
Thanks for the boost.
You don't like Mercy players for some reason. Anyway, yeah, this is rough. I also just kind of think as a general thing, like Mercy's probably extremely bad. She's like already banned 5v5. Oh, I think you should have went with your team here. You're out of the fight for way too long. I'd be surprised if they win this. I think you just need to go in with your team. No, this is a really risky res. No. There was no thought that there was no assessing, there was no analyzing, there was no proactive response. There was just sea soul res. So yeah, I mean you didn't even look around. Yeah, I don't think this was good to go for. And if you're gonna go for this, you should try to coordinate with Kiri and voice or something to say like, okay, Suzu this res, because you're just resing in front of them. Like if you do the math of what you did this fight, you did maybe like 100 healing and then died, right? Like of this entire fight, like you walked all the way around and then you came out and then you res. You did like a little healing walking through here and then you resed in front of their whole team. So I'll write down my res checklist for you after this. But basically, the res checklist says, don't res if you're gonna die or get interrupted. Don't res if someone else on your team is gonna die while you're resing. And don't res if the fight's like already over and you're gonna stagger them after the fact. So you violated the first principle, which was don't res if you will die. And you didn't even know if you're gonna die or not because you didn't assess. So I think your biggest thing is lack of information / like lack of awareness there.
Heroes never die.
Wow, big blade. Oh, you know why? I think he teabagged you. Is it because you keep shooting him? He's getting mad probably that you keep killing him. Or I can't remember if you killed Sombra or who it was. Yeah, your D.Va just speeding. As a general rule, this isn't about Mercy, but I don't think anyone in like ranks below Masters should play D.Va. They just stagger constantly and they're sitting like out of mech and doing nothing. Nice job touching for a second there. That was big. Sometimes you just kind of gotta touch. Help D.Va, help D.Va. Nice. Good job getting the super jump off before the hack. It makes it really hard for her to hit you the entire time. Wow, great job surviving this fight. And the chain boost is kind of going crazy. Don't Belk, don't Belk. Nice res, big res. I don't think we need Belk. I think we're gonna win this without Belk. Maybe. Oh, maybe, I don't know. Maybe the Belk was good. Well, I'm looking at those. The reason I'm saying that is you guys are kind of ahead. You're closer to the spawn as well. Your spawn's way closer, and you have 2 minutes left you need to hold. And I just got a little nervous because I think it was your only got ult, and we just used grab as well. So good job here on the res checklist. Remember, there's 3 things. The second one is don't res if someone else is dying on your team and will die. And you did a good job of not going for that res. Instead, you helped out Soldier who was, or maybe it was Reaper, who was dying from Sombra there. So that was good. Really good job. Because otherwise you would have done a 1-for-1 and your res would be on cooldown. That was good. Uh-oh.
This ends now. My duty is being done.
Nice job escaping Genji as much as you could.
Dodge this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like there's a whole lot you could have done. I think your diva was like almost completely useless. And this is why I don't think diva's a very good hero to pick if people are in lower ranks, because the diva ends up like feeding a lot and like being out of mech. Diva's like a very high skill hero, I think. And so when she's not played well, I think it can go very, very so. Sorry you lost, and I'm glad you submitted a close loss. I think there were some good like concepts to chat more about here. So let's talk about the res checklist. I actually have like a copy paste of this already, so hold on. Risky guides. Let's just copy this. Yep, so don't do risky reses. So you do a lot of these, and I think my biggest issue is I don't think you do this whole like assess, analyze, proactively decide type of thing. You kind of just like see soul, press res. Like a lot of the time it's like see soul, press res. I think try to be more mindful on like, is it completely unreasonable that you're gonna get it off and you're just gonna die? Like then don't do it. Or if you're gonna try, like you need to do this whole thing where you like try to at least try to res in like a spot where they can't see you. A lot of the time you're resing just like right in front of the enemy team's face, and you're just gonna die and get interrupted. So yeah, try to be a little bit more mindful, especially about this here. Yeah, actually this is kind of like a sub bullet of this other one, but yeah, it's just a lot. The reses I think need work. And then prioritizing your beam. What else happened? I kind of would like to see you be like, I think you need to be like a little bit faster to react to things. I'm trying to think of the right way to put this, but like try to like be faster to react and like stay aware of like who needs help now on your team. I think a lot of the time you are tunnel visioning a bit on whoever your beam is currently on. So I would encourage you to how do I put this? To like look for your next target to help once your beam is on someone, and like check the health indicator that pops up for your beam target to keep an eye on their health bar versus the actual health bar for their hero above the head. This will allow you to like reduce your time to react, like support your team, while still allowing 100% information, or like close to like 100% information on your current beam target. Does that make sense? Well, I guess you can't answer. It's a recording, but I do think you need to be like a little bit faster. There are times where like I think you're not reacting fast enough to helping, and they are dying. Like for example, Kiri on third point, and I think even on first point a couple times I was like, I really think you just need to like get this beam on the tank, and instead it was like sitting on someone who maybe was like still half HP or 2/3 HP, but the tank was like taking damage. So that's what I would recommend. But my biggest thing is like prioritize your beam to sit on your primary damage boost target versus sitting on the tank. And then don't do risky reses, and it could probably help to like avoid tunnel visioning some more. But I think some very consistent issues I see are like these two, which are like beaming the tank way too much, especially in offense, and then doing risky reses just like throughout the entire game. So I would try to focus on those two things, and let me know if you have any other questions. But like from what you could control in this game, like those are the things that I felt like you were consistently making mistakes. But you can't always control like if your tank is feeding, if your tank picks diva and is like half the game in baby diva mode, like you can't really control that unless you maybe swap to life weaver and like pull them constantly. That's what I'll do sometimes when I genuinely think my tank is like throwing. But I kind of think there were some fights like you needed to not risky res, or you got some of them off, but it's just not going to always work like that the higher rank you climb to. Like they're going to punish you. You're a lot of the time just like standing literally like right in front of them, and they're somehow just like not ending you. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And if you enjoyed, I would really, really appreciate if you would like the video, share it with a friend who you think it could be helpful with, or to a Discord or something, because that helps me like grow my stream and my YouTube channel. And you can check me out on Twitch at right click on Twitch. That's I'm a Twitch partner on there, and I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you haven't already, please subscribe on the YouTube channel. I would really appreciate it. And I have a Discord. I'll put all this info in the description too. But thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye bye. Bye bye. I need to end it. I need to end the recording. Hey, bye bye.